Well, I marked everybody as, I gave everybody grades last year. Went over pretty good with most. Some people had some questions about why I graded a horse one way or another, but just the way I saw things moving forward. I would like to see some of these horses improve their grades, and then other ones that are even at A+, just stay there. Stay there and be strong all the way through. That likely won't happen. We're going to have horses slide, move around, but at the same time, I like the December markings we've got. Man, there's just a lot of nice looking horses here. So I'm going to talk about the horses really quickly. If there was an update for this week, maybe the horse trained good or we made some changes, so be it. Otherwise, it'll be much the same. So Absolute Euphoria, we did make some changes. Murphy Blind head pole on the inside, James said in the open house day. Running in a little bit and made a couple of breaks. You noticed that she made a break and then bolted sideways into the snow on open house day. All we did was put a Murphy Blind and a head pole inside. She was perfect the other day. Paced strong right through the wire. Very happy with her. Always Charming. Brody gets on good with this horse. He went with Always Charming the other day. I wasn't in the set. Now, James always wants to start early on Wednesday. I don't blame him. Nobody wants to be here, and we had 9 sets. James upset we had 9 sets, but I told him, I have 9 I want to go with. There was 9 I wanted you to go with. There has to be 9 sets. That's just the way it is. So the first 2 sets I left myself out of because James wanted to start early and I had the kids and it's Christmas break and I can't get here that early. So I got to watch the first and second set. Always Charming looked great with Brody. Very, very good looking colt. Needs a little G. But good looking colt. Anchors Up look great also. This is a colt that's going to grow into be a big strong colt. This is a colt we're going to have to pay attention to. He's going to have quite a few equipment changes as the year goes on. As he fills out, grows up, those hobbles will start to go out. They might come off. Weight up front will dissipate as the year goes on. This is a horse going to see a lot of fluid changes in his training. Maybe his training regimen also as the year goes on. Austral Hanover looked good training the other day. We're going to put flip-flops on him. Danny thought he was a little pinchy. Probably their knees and their feet feed off one another, right? If their feet are a little sore, it could be because of their knees this time of year, or it's a little bit of the chicken and the egg, right? But you have to protect both. So if you see them a little peggy and pinchy up front, we're more apt to put a set of flip-flops on them, especially when they're going slow this time of year. Captain in the Air, the only thing he needs to be is gelded. He trained great on open house day, looked very good, finished up strong and trained great again on Wednesday, but still got that little attitude, that little edge to him that he's going to lose. I know where he keeps that edge. We're going to take care of it this week. Carter Michael Dio was good also. He's a horse that probably throughout the year will be toying with gelding him. I'd rather not. It's a very, very well-bred colt. If international money turns out well, and shows up well on the stake scene this year. Very good horse in his own right, good bloodlines. There's no reason to believe that a horse is well-bred as Carter Michael Dio is worth a lot more money as a stud than he is as a gelding. But we'll see. If it comes to the fact that it's going to hinder the way he races, then we won't hesitate to castrate him. But I guess hesitate isn't the right word, because we are and will hesitate to castrate him. But there is a line drawn in the sand, and if he crosses it, that'll be it. Cash Deals looked good the other day. Very happy with the way this horse trotted. Open house day, not bad, but very good the other day training here. Chocolate for Lunch continues to be an interesting prospect. Bouncing around right now as we're trying to adjust all the horses. At the present moment, Chocolate for Lunch is in Mario's barn. Will that horse stay there and move around? I don't know yet. Over the next 10 days, we'll probably move some horses around to different places. The way I see it is this: if they're doing it right, I don't mind moving them to some place, and if there starts to be an issue where they're making breaks or not doing their work well, we can swap them out. I'm going to be keeping a very close eye on everybody this year, both doing it right and doing it wrong. Coupe de Ville, one last shoeing change I had mentioned on open house day we had done to this filly, and she was awesome the other day training. Very impressed with her. Crantini, as expected, wolf teeth on a number of these horses. Those wolf teeth are coming out. They come out yesterday, some of them. Today, some of them, I believe, and tomorrow, some more of them. We'll get them all cleaned up first of the week. At that point, Cran's got to get pull his pants up. Cunning Connie looked great. Open house day looked great the other day. Cutie Cumber, solid A+. This filly doesn't do anything wrong. Very impressed with Cutie Cumber. Depend on it. A lot of work to do. I really like this horse. There was a lot of people saying, why were you so down on him? It's not that I'm down on him. These marks are real time. I'm not going to sugarcoat it. You guys should know that by now. I'll talk about the finer points of horses, but there is two sides to every coin. Depending on it does have his shortcomings, and he needs to work on those. I suspect he will, but fair is fair. So we're going to give him every opportunity to be the horse we want him to be. But from what I see right now, he needs to do more work. Dreamin' of Credit, same thing. Needs to do more work and needs to be a gelding, for sure. Enzo Aguelo, I gave him a B- on open house day. Now, I don't know exactly what I said. It was somewhere probably along the lines of he needs to work harder and pay attention to his work. I put the hobbles on him the other day and circled the field down the back stretch and opened up and drove away from them. He looked powerful the other day. I hope that is foreshadowing to what we see moving forward, but just looked incredible the other day. Enzo Aguelo. Fashion Presidente, Danny loves this horse. Really happy with him. He's done everything right and continues to do it right every time he was on the track right now, and he was so bad when we broke him. It's just so nice to see him come forward in a big way. Five Fish Species, again, just needs some work. She's a few weeks behind everybody else. Very happy with her, though. Full Heart looks awesome. Just drive her like a race car, however you want. Sit, move, put her on the front, lay on the outside. It doesn't matter. She is all business and has it all figured out, which is rare for this time of year, as you can imagine. Gandalf the Black needs to do more. Again, nice horse, but he just needs to work harder than he's working. So we'll see what happens to him. Lots of time. We only got, 7 months? Relax. It's not the end of the world. But as I said, I'm going to call it as I see it. GJ's ATM, for an Illinois bred, a jurisdictionally bred horse. He looks as good as any of the horses on the track. He does his work very, very well. Really impressed with him. High Enterprise, again, very happy with her. Have been since the first day I laid eyes on her, and she is certainly not letting me down thus far. Hill Street Blues, James loves this horse. Big, strong colt. He's doing his work well. He looks exactly like his brother, Eternity Road. Horn Player, this is Alarm Detective's sister. She looks awesome on the track. A few little tinkers with her on the right line a little bit. She got a little heel scratch on the right side. It said Kirby and Amy have this filly down here. Line pole outside, bit burr inside. She'll be fine. Nick Skull finally left. Those horses have gone to New York now, so this will be the last time we mention Nick Skull, especially since they also changed his name. Scratchy pill. Lady All-Star. I'm happy with this filly. She's a frustrating filly, right? She can be very fast and very rude, almost in the same breath. So we're going to have to chip away at that rigidness, polish it up best we can, but Lady All-Star can absolutely fly. Landing Pad, big hopes for this horse moving forward. I like what I see. A little bit of infection rolling through him. We had some heel cracks on one leg, and just got to get clear of it. He will soon enough, and very interested to see what's going to be left. What horse shows up after that. Very interested in him over the next week or two, and obviously throughout the winter and spring. Landing Strip, solid A+. This horse does nothing wrong. He is perfect right now. Leaps and Bounds, very much similar. Does everything right. Both tactical landings, by the way. Leaps and Bounds and bar hopping. Landing Strip and Landing Pad are the two tactical landings. Lost Spirit, I gave him a B. He thumped them on open house day, and it wasn't a fluke because he thumped them again on Wednesday. Pretty hard to throw any shade on this guy. I didn't see this coming. I thought he was a rather ordinary horse, but he is doing his work very, very well right now. He's punching well above his weight class. May Lose Control. I gave him a C, but at the same time, this horse hasn't done anything wrong. I just need him to do more. Show me. Do more. But he has done plenty thus far. Magical Tom has a curb left hind, needs to be gelded, but again, nice colt, done everything right so far. Marshall Zukov, he's gelded this horse already. I know he is. I gave him a B, and I think there was a lot of the confusion was why would he get a B. He looked awesome here the other day. Just a really good looking horse. This is Shadow Play and a good looking colt. Merchant Man, A+. I think this is a horse you're going to have to keep your eye on. I called it a little while ago in my opening video. There's some horses that we didn't pay a lot of money for that I think will really surprise you this year. Dollar for dollar, Merchant Man is going to be one of our most impressive horses of 2022. I could be wrong. You can go back and look at this video. We'll see. My 1%, I gave a C on open house day because he ran all over the track. I put the hobbles on him and went with him here on Wednesday and pumped them. They didn't want any part of my 1%. Old Percy looked like $1 million on Wednesday. Nothing but a dreamer. Has slid his way in. If you're going to say we have an open trot so far, which is a little silly, but if you're going to say that, Nothing But a Dreamer is definitely in there and one of the better horses we have right now. He looks really good on the track. Oh my gosh, nice horse. I think he just needs to be gelded and given time, and I think we're going to see a really, really nice colt emerge from him. Olczek, I told everybody, the brother and sister are Miss Brampton Beast and Adrenaline Rush. Adrenaline Rush is a nice horse. I like what I see from him, and I think we're going to have a decent 4-year-old from him when he sounds up from that injury. And Miss Brampton Beast was a nice horse, but a big, tall, lanky filly that didn't breathe the greatest. This guy's more compact, put together good, and appears to be doing everything a little bit better than both those horses. So I am very optimistic of Olczek. Outlaw Jesse James made a break in the open house day and made a break the other day. Just seems to be slipping a little bit. We'll see how Outlaw Jesse James goes this week. Again, there's some horses that are easily swapped out for a little bit. But I don't really think there's a need to with this colt just yet. Real Fear is perfect. Perfect. Can't fault him in any way, shape, or form. He does everything absolutely perfect. Has a great attitude and work ethic. Very excited about Real Fear for 2022. Rito Legacy is a horse I'd messaged a couple of people about the other day. This affiliate's going to catch your eye in the new year. Very strong, very quick on her feet, very durable. Made a couple of breaks, not unlike Absolute Euphoria, just running in a little bit. Murphy Blind and Head Pull on the inside of this horse, and I think you're going to see a huge difference moving forward. Rosita's Dream, another Illinois horse that has really caught my eye. I really like Rosita's Dream, and I can't wait to see what is in store for Rosita's Dream and us in the new year. Silent Assassin, it's funny, somebody had sent me a message that also had a Devious Man last year and this year. They all do the same thing. They said they shy away from everything, look at everything. Well, that's fine. If that's going to be a trait of the sire, then we can start mitigating that right away. There's a number of bridle changes we can make to stop that. Right now, I'm not too concerned. We'll see if this continues in the near future. Another horse that just left, Sir Bubbles, gone. That's it for those two. They went to New York, back home, so to speak, to their owners. Very happy with Sir Bubbles. Sipping on My Shine looks great. We're going to apply the hobbles this week to Sipping on My Shine. I said before, this horse reminds me so much of Oso Pine. It's really scary. I think this is going to be a good colt for us this year. Sir Strong, a little sick right now. I think we're probably going to geld that guy when he heals up. Make a few little shoeing changes. It looks like his knees bother him a little bit. That's pretty standard for this time of year. Just a matter of giving him some time, letting it over, shoeing him properly, and then moving forward. I like this colt, though, and I think he's going to be a decent horse for us this year. Sister Solange beat everybody on Wednesday. Found not one, not two, but 3 wolf teeth in this filly. Popped them all out. And this is after she beat everybody, by the way. I think we're going to have a really, really nice filly on our hands with Sister Solange. Speaking of very good filly, smoking hot Irish girl, we are going to have what looks like to be a very strong lineup, very strong team again for Ohio in 2022. Very happy with what I see from these horses. Spitfire Overseas, another international money. Look out. This guy, strong, fast, for a big, big colt, gets around this track very, very fluidly. An impressive looking horse. Swinging Senorita does her work well, continues to do it well. Tactical Mounts fell down the other day, well documented, ripped her knees open. The job they did at the University of Guelph to patch her all up, no damage was done long term. The job they did to patch her up and clean those up was nothing short of incredible. A testament to how professional that place is. And Natalie Cote, the lead surgeon on this, just an unbelievable set of hands on. To talk about James having a set of hands as a driver, Natalie's set of hands as a surgeon, man, oh man, did she ever do a good job on her. She'll be healed up in no time. Tailgate Buzz, again, very happy with him. Just need to geld him, this horse, and he'll pay attention. Tactical Tactor was awesome on open house day. He had a couple little breaks on Amy the other day, which I wasn't surprised at. He's a little tricky, this guy right now, but he just a little different, but very strong, very powerful colt. Twin Cedars All-Star can be a little bit of a mongrel sometimes. Nice colt, pretty guy to look at, needs to be gelded very bad. He will be the first to see a scalpel this week coming, will be Twin Cedars All-Star. I expect much better things from him. He's got a beautiful gait, needs to pay attention and pull his pants up. And we're going to help him do that. First thing we're going to do is pull his pants down, take care of a little something, and then he's got to pull them back up. He's got to do his work a little better. Una Madonna, just a beautifully gaited filly. Love this filly, top to bottom. Victor Cruz looked great the other day also. Warwi Erie really surprised me. My expectations were fairly low of him the other day training. He didn't look that bad. I said, make a few changes on this colt. I'm saying don't bother with Yuri till March. I don't want to hear you talk about or ask questions about Yuri. I'm telling you right now, Warwi Yuri will not look impressive until March. If he does before March, that is found money, as they say, because Warwi Yuri just a big flabby baby that just needs time. It's pretty obvious. Not to mention he's a Cadabra. There's no pushing this guy. We're not going to hurt him. We're going to do it right. And I think we're well on our way to doing that. What a Mission made a break on open house day, but really shouldn't. Spiked the temperature the other day, so he didn't train on Wednesday. That may have been coming from open house day because he had been training great up until that point. Whispering Song, James said, was awesome the other day. And wouldn't it be nice finally getting that operation done on Monday at Milton Equine. So those are all your 2-year-olds. Be back in a minute. Those are 2-year-olds now. I'll be back in a minute with your now 3-year-olds. Now, we have 3-year-olds that are now turned 4. I haven't put them in the aged horse bracket yet. We will soon, but bear with me. We'll be back in a minute with your now sophomores, your 3-year-olds in just a minute.